Alafia family, how are you? Greetings from OgunGbemi, also known as Ivan to some. I'm here today to speak to you about something that's very, very important to me. If you notice my videos, I talk a lot about childhood, and I talk a lot about trauma and just how we treat each other. I do a lot of that. But today, I'd like to talk to you about esteem. Question. How many of you have seen the movie Roots? And you know, if you have, well, fine. If not, you need to watch it. Anyway, there's a scene where Kunta Kinte, notice I didn't call him Toby. Kunta Kinte takes his firstborn and he raises it up to heaven and says, "Behold, the only thing greater than yourself," basically the universe. Now, in case you don't know it, everybody that is born basically are supposed to get their esteem and their values from their mother. You don't never see a lion following the dad lion. You always see it following the lioness. You don't ever see a bear following the daddy bear. You always see the cubs following the female. Anything in nature that produces, you will always see the female is the one responsible for nourishing. Yemoja. That's from the culture that I'm in. So, with that being said, I was raised going to different churches. You know, you can name it: charismatic, Presbyterian, Methodist, New Church of God in Christ, New God in Christ, just anything, Jehovah's Witness, anything that has something to do with Jesus. And I come to find out that that wasn't the road that I wanted to travel. You know, but I'm glad that I did, because it brought me to where I am today. Because I get asked a lot of questions about why you ain't in church no more, from a lot of people that respect what I had to say while I was in church. Anyway, your esteem of yourself is given to you by your mother. And coming up in these different religions, I found out that they always wanted me to look outside of myself. So I felt as though my mother taught me right, because here it is, I was concerned about my hair, I was concerned about my weight, I was concerned about how I dress, how, you know, just my outward appearance, period. I was concerned about what people thought of me and what people would think if they saw me and her being my mother. So I wanted to make sure that I represent. Some of us don't even have that. Some of our mothers, shoot, and gave us away to our aunts and uncles, and gave us away to protected service. So ain't no telling where we getting our esteem from. That's why you see some people, they don't care about the clothes, they don't care about the hair, they don't care about their external, period. So you know they don't care about their internal. So, long story short, I was on the track of finding my esteem because I believed that Jesus was the one to give it to me. And I saw that one, no, Jesus ain't the one to give it to me, so I went another route. I went to Muhammad, and Muhammad didn't give me none, so I went to Buddha. Buddha ain't give me none, and you know, I went to a couple of different cats, you know, looking for some esteem, you know, not realizing, okay, hey, remember now, it's self-esteem. But what does that mean? Where does it lie? What's the root of it? You know, so I had a problem. So if my hair wasn't right, or I couldn't get my clothes the way I wanted them, I felt bad. I felt real bad. And as you get older and you start gaining weight and you're not taking care of yourself, and you know, just different things, you know, life, you know, if you have that mindset that your exterior is your self-worth, baby, you're in trouble, because that's going to deteriorate. Yes. So with that being said, let's move on. I come to find out I actually took all religions that I dealt with and realized that there's a passage that's in the Bible, since most of the people that are listening to what I have to say are familiar with the Bible. It talks about, give the characteristics of God. Okay, it says, no man knows his thoughts. And then it goes along and say, except he reveal them. Interesting. No man knows your thoughts except who you reveal them to. Then there's a passage, no man knows the depths and height and the depths and height, I believe it is, and width of his love and mercy. Well, don't nobody know the depths and height of your love and mercy except who you reveal them to. No man knows his kindness. Well, no man knows your kindness except who you reveal it to. Overall, no man knows God except who he chooses to reveal himself to. No man or woman know you except who you choose to have an intimate relationship with, who you choose to allow to know you. So the person that I was looking for and found when I was 37 years old was myself. I'll let that resonate with you for a minute. Instead of us teaching our kids that there is nothing greater than themselves and that they are a gift to the planet, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, guess what? There is no man on the planet like OgunGbemi. I can guarantee you that. So that makes me separate. That makes me holy. What's the Bible say? That God is a holy God? You show me somebody else that is an identical to you. Twins ain't even that identical. Everybody has their own identity. So that would make you holy, separate. Think about this, beloved, because if you keep going outwardly looking for your esteem, then they got some people that'll tell you what your esteem is, and you will be a slave to them. Your thinking will be a slave to them. You have to teach your kids to find their center so they can operate from their center, their self-center, and be self-sufficient and be responsible. Respond to the abilities that are in them already. The abilities that are in you are not in me. Everybody got their own abilities. Ashe or amen, as some of you would like to say. So with that being said, as a mother, or if you're a single parent, teach your kids that there is nothing greater than them. Nothing. And that they are holy, sanctified, set apart, and meant for their own use. Ashe, because it is not a compliment for your child, for somebody to tell your child, oh, you know what, you act just like your daddy. No, if I hear somebody tell me that, that'd make me want to slap him. No, he act just like himself, or she act just like herself. Now, they might have some characteristics from me, they better, but they're gonna be themselves. Teach your kids that. Show them that you really do love them. Ashe, you've been listening to The Way We Think. Y'all have a nice day.